Daytona, eh? I thought we'd never get here. But hey, we're finally back for another Daytona 500 run. Oh, I haven't done this in a while, so hopefully we can get to it. You know the drill. Green. See how this goes. Changed up some stuff with the lane changes. Hopefully it'll make some interesting racing. But with ROBLOX's physics update, it's probably going to change a lot. Wow! That 19 just got shuffled from first to last almost instantly. What was going on there? I'm not sure. Shit, this Daytona 500 is gonna be a little bit wonky because ROBLOX's updated physics stuff. It's gonna make this race change a lot. Stenhouse. Stenhouse leading. And look at all this. They're all mostly single file. This is not what I expect for a Daytona race. But if they do have big runs, then we might see them get to the leader. Someone got on the wall. That was Ryan Blaney. Yeah, a lot of patriotic schemes here. Obviously to honor America 250. Look at that leaderboard. Changing positions a lot. A lot of falling down, a lot of gaining. This is going to make an interesting Daytona 500. Now, all single file and separated from each other. This looks more like an Echo Park Speedway type deal, which will do more tracks other than just Daytona. We're definitely gonna do Vegas to honor Kyle Busch, and then Charlotte, and then definitely Echo Park Speedway. You know we gotta do an Echo Park Speedway. Those are just gonna be fun races. We're not gonna do an actual points paid race. Rennie trying to get to the front, but it's going to be hard to get up to the front. But pit cycles might benefit that. Stenhouse still leads. And look at all the way in the back of the pack. With Briscoe Allman, we see a bunch of other guys. McLeod back here. Johnson's back here. Good news is they're also in the lead draft. Briscoe started up in the front row and now he's all the way back in last. What? Wow. That's how much you can lose at Daytona. Thanks, ROBLOX. Someone just hit the wall. Looked like McDowell. Might have been McDowell, I'm not really sure. Oh my! That was a great save for Ross Chastain. He is going to have to pit after that. He almost wrecked, so I think he should get some tires. Hopefully try to stay on the lead lap. Look at Zane Smith taking the lead. Wow. Great save by Ross Chastain. Gonna get some tires here. Doesn't want to overcook them tires. Don't want to wreck again. That's another fate for sure. You do not want to end up wrecking again. Alright, Chastain on pit road. Hopefully doesn't go a lap down. Because that was a wild save. As the top three have now pulled away from Bubba. Harry Stenhouse up there. Zane Smith leader. Stenhouse in that Kyle Busch tribute scheme. And then we got Allman in a Biffle scheme. Kind of weird for that, not gonna lie. Yeah, Biffle. Chastain's still on the lead lap. He is running all by himself as long as he doesn't go lap down. There's right there. There's the other drivers. But yeah, this first stage is 65 laps. So how will everyone deal with this? I don't know. Chastain would like to see a caution. That would be pretty huge. I'm gonna keep an eye on the other drivers back here. Shane Van Gisbergen, we get Corey Hyde. Wow. All guys just getting swept up. No help. No help from all guys. They're gonna drop a lot of positions back to 24th. Yeah, you can lose a lot of positions if you're not careful. Actually, no, it's 19th. But the lead pack is definitely expanding. Look at the back of the pack, 9 seconds already. Bubba Wallace and Chase Elliott. Hopefully to get to this lead free. And then hopefully not end up back here with Logano, Larson, Sidgwick, Suarez, Bell, Byron. See Austin Dillon. Ty Gibbs back there. There's a lot of drivers back there. You do not want to end up back there. Or even a lap down. But with this new system, we might see some drivers go a lap down. Right now, Chastain is hanging on the lead lap. Just the time behind the leader is just massive already from the first car to the back car. It's like they're two separate packs. Zane Smith has a big lead already. Yeah, this is not even Daytona anymore. But hey, we're doing it for the content. Hamlin cracks into the top. Someone's up into Corey Heim. He's fading. No one got in the wall really hard too. That's also the pit stop. If you're the catch fence, you're done. Dead. In game. You do not want to end up at the catch fence. Bubba and Elliott still trying to decide who's fourth. Right now it's Elliott. Over at the end in the top three. Reddick hugging that yellow line. Oh, and again! That's a caution. We're gonna have to let these leaders get by, and Reddick is done. He got in the catch fence. DNF. Tyler Reddick cautioned. Big break for Ross Chastain. But Tyler Reddick, done. DNF. Meet you at the restart. Alright, at the restart. No one's coming down pit road. Still a little too early to make our field run till 65, so. Great. Yeah. Reddick out. We'll keep an eye on the back of the pack this time. Feels more bunched up this time than the start of this race, so hopefully we can keep this lasting till in the stage. Stenhouse back up front. Cindric now moves up to P2. Stenhouse pulling away. Gillen. Gillen way up there. Wow, Reddick DNF'd at lap 17. That is just terrible. Wow, Stenhouse really pulling away. They are all trying to get in the single file. Connor Zillage up there. 26 up the fourth. Zane Smith back up the third. Still in the top three. Chase Briscoe. A turnaround. He's up to 10th. Wrecking is different than getting the catch fence. You'll go to the garage for that. Wow, they are still falling back. We're going to have to click that green flag button to prevent some lag. They are still stacking up. Wow. Oh, right. Grease got in the wall hard. Not majorly though, but he got in the hard, but still able to continue. Wow, look at them. They're just fading. They're losing the momentum. Yeah, this is why you want to stay up front and not go to the back. Otherwise, you'll be in a dangerous place. Back there. Okay, that's Roblox's fame, not the game. It's Roblox. Blame them. They're the culprit for most of the stuff. That's why people don't play Roblox anymore, because they're changing stuff that players used. They like literally now they're just like, we got this age grouping system. We got restrictions, more stuff that people will hate, and they're not going to change that back. So Roblox is definitely downfalling. So this game might get also ruined. Or worse, Roblox shuts down completely. I don't think that's going to happen. Zane Smith's got him by second. Byron up to fourth. So it's falling back to sixth. Someone's dropping back a lot. Chastain has more fuel than everyone else, so he might stay out extra laps, but he'll have to pit again. Keselowski's back here. Chastain got on the wall. A lot of drivers struggling, trying to get the positions. We can say this track has officially changed. Yeah, Daytona has officially changed. I want to ask this question. Let me know in the comments if you want this style of Daytona or what we have right now for Daytona. Which means is the old school lane changes that we had instead of the new ones I added. But you gotta keep in mind that Roblox's physics system is gonna change a lot of stuff throughout the future of sim racing. blocks are conveyor belts for shorts. Back in the field. Todd Gilliland, who was second earlier, fall back. Lemon into Richmond again. Make one mistake, you go to the back. Which we'll definitely be doing Richmond again, but we're going to do something special for Richmond. Stay tuned for that video. It's going all a bit not as hard as Priest, not very hard, but Priest is still able to continue. Whoa, McLeod gets a little loose there. Manages to keep it going. See how far the gap is? That's a big gap. If you're in the back of this pack, you are really in a bad position. Right now, if you're up front, like Stenhouse's, Saint Smith's, Sidgwick, you're in good shape because you're not in the risk of losing the draft. Lead change, Zane Smith. These two have been the show all day. Well, afternoon, I should say. It's only lap 29. We're still early on. This race has just got started. Stenhouse back up front, too. Further back. Surprised that Cody Ware is not pitted after what happened in lap 1. Stays out for a bit. Right now in 24th. Austin Hill in the 33. You'll see Austin Hill in the 33 a lot. Got Corey Heim. And yeah, you know what that number is, 6'7". Zane Smith takes the lead. We're about to see pit stops in like 12 laps, so... Well, mostly for the leaders, too. You want to execute pits very well, and hopefully to get cycled up to the front of the field. Right now, top 5 is within 2 seconds. Another second back is Ryan Blaney. Wow, he is far back. This is technically like the second pack. This is like old school Daytona now. Yeah, this is literally like old school Daytona. We're going to see small packs with like 5 or 6 drivers. Zane Smith blocking Stenhouse, trying to prevent Stenhouse from getting by him with a huge run. Keep an eye on Connor Zillage. That's the back of the field. They just got out of turn 2. And then the leader has already gone by the line, which was Stenhouse. Still keeping on is back in this pack because they are likely the ones to be wrecking. Where Reddick wrecked from? It was like in midfield, like on here. That's Allgaier. We usually see him do well in the O'Reilly series. But now, Cup Series with Junior Motorsports right now. Top 20. No, it's 21st right now. Like by McDowell. Cedric's gone by Zane Smith now. Now he's going to try to hunt down Ricky Stenhouse, who's led most of the laps this stage. Cedric gained a bit. Man, this is going to feel like Richmond over again. Except it's on a very fast super speedway. Last Chastain, who made that early pit stop, is 34th. He might not cycle back to the lead. If he does take the lead, he might just barely be ahead. I don't know, it really all depends on where he is, but Cedric's caught the Stenhouse now. Things are going to get really dicey up front. Oh, he take the lead! Stenhouse going to cross over. No, block. Stenhouse with the run. Trying to take back the top spot. Clear. Cedric with the momentum. Cedric's going to lead that lap. Stenhouse. Oh, doesn't have the momentum. Stenhouse fading back a bit. As we get a new leader, Austin Cedric. And they're going to pit shortly. Byron's joined the party, 4th. Some Austin Dillon's in 5th. Going to see some pit stops pretty shortly. Briscoe's just struggling. Whoa, hard hit from McLeod. Still keeps it going. They like to hit that wall hard in turn 1. Stenhouse going in. He's the first to pit. All those positions gonna be lost. He'll be crossing line 20th. Until everyone else pits. Chastain's gonna stay out a bit. Look at that field. Yeah, look at that field going by. So Stenhouse is going to be the first driver in this pack. Just don't wreck and hang out of pit road. That's all you want to be worried about is don't wreck. Wreck that car out pit road, you're probably going to be done. Zane Smith pits. Pits from 3rd position. See a lot of changes in the leaderboard. Stenhouse gets by, but Zane Smith trying to get a huge run. Good shot up the track. We're going to see more drivers pit. Here they come. How is Reddick out here? Reddick's out in the garage. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh, is that a road? Oh, that might have been a road there. Hold up. Can you go back here? Yes, okay. That's weird. I didn't realize this was a road. I'll have to fix that next time we do this track again. Note that for fixes to do. Austin Dillon leads them down. How are they going to exit pit road? This is what the most nervous part is, if they're going to wreck. Wow, Austin Hill got shot up like a canyon. Canyon. Larson stays out. Gibbs, Chastain stay out. Chastain's going to end up leading this race, but only 4 seconds ahead of leaders. No wrecks on pit road. So far, so good. The battle for the lead goes on. Stenhouse some huge run. Cindric had a huge run too. Larson's in. Gibbs is in. Chastain's going to stay out. To lead a lap. Dillon back up to 7th. He'll be 6th. Once the leaderboard catches back up. Wow. 1 o'clock, 48 laps in, 65 is the stage end. After lap 65, we'll round them up again and get this race restarted. For stage 2, Chastain's ahead of by 5 seconds over Cindric. When he pits, he'll be in the back, probably around 30th. Ooh, intense battle for second right now, but this will be for the lead when Chastain pits. Right now, Cindric holds up, but Zane Smith is in this battle with Stenhouse as well. No one else is wrecked but Tyler Reddick. Catch fence crash. Alright, we are officially a quarter way through this Daytona 500. And this recording has been only 30 minutes. So this is probably going to be a 2-hour video. Chastain pits. He'll surrender the lead. As Cindric will take back the top spot. Looks like Chastain's going to be 26, so not really a major loss to pit road. Cycles, well, he was 34th when pit cycles started. Now he's up inside the top 30. Right behind McDowell and Jimmy Johnson, ahead of Cody Ware. Right now, it's just these three drivers battling for the stage win. 2 Fords, however, that's going to be huge for the manufacturers. As Zane Smith. Oh, getting pushed up the track by Stenhouse. It'll be forced below. That would be a different situation there. Zane Smith's going to have a huge run. Fought for a second. Now he's going to take the lead. Easily clears Cindric. The outside lane is just definitely the preferred lane. Checking left leg. Chastain led 5 laps. Stenhouse led 24 laps. That's the most laps led so far. That'll probably change when stage 2 starts in 11 laps. That's going to be a lot. Cindric takes back the lead. Let's 10 to go. Now we're at 9 to go in the stage. Stenhouse back up to P2. And it's Zane Smith. Byron, however, is gaining no loss of momentum for Stenhouse. So we got another Chevy driver, William Byron. Can he help Stenhouse win the stage? But he is still far back as Cindric starts to pull away. Byron's within distance of the draft. Austin Dillon's another second and a half back from Byron. Then we got Barry, Zillage, Elliott, Bell, and Blaney, the top 10. And then another 2.5 seconds back is to Van Gisbergen, who's doing very well, especially on ovals. Really improved. Normally see Van Gisbergen do well in the road courses, but here, ovals starting to be improvement. Cindric still leading, 7 to go. Now has a second distance from Ricky Stenhouse, who is fading back. And now Zane Smith can't get by him. That's going to allow Cindric to pull away as they're side by side. Neck and neck. They're going to need to make a decision fast. Alright, Cindric's going to win this stage. Already back to a second and a half. Meanwhile, Austin Dillon slipped back to 7th. Lost 2 spots from Barry and Zillage. Zillage doing pretty well. I didn't expect Zillage to be up there. Five to go in the stage. What will there be for strategy after this stage? Will we see some drivers pit, or will we see some drivers stay out? But right now, we might see everyone pit at the end of the stage. Based on how much fuel they have, and the next stage is another 65 laps. We might see everyone pit after the stage. Well, but will there be some mixture of strategies? Like a little Chastain, that interesting call to pit early. Got that caution you wanted, and didn't really lose a lot of time. He's back up to 26. Oh, you see the back of the pack right ahead of Cindric. We might see lap traffic come into play late on this race, but I don't know. I would say it's kind of too early, too soon. or you might not see him at all. But right now, RFK teammates Keselowski and Priest are in the back of this field. Free to go to stage. Cindric has almost a 2-second advantage. Not what you want to, not you usually see at Daytona, but hey, I mean, you don't really see that at drafted tracks. Two to go for Cindric. Gap back to Zane Smith is 1.7 seconds. I think it might be over for the stage. Byron got by Stenhouse for third. Stenhouse starting to fade back. Approaching the final lap of stage 1, Cindric, leading them all, has led 17 laps. Not the most laps. Stenhouse still leads them with 24. Right now, 10th is Bell. He has a 2-second advantage over Van Gisbergen. There's the back of the field going by. But out of turn 4 right now is Cindric. There he is right there. Cindric will hold off with a big lead to win stage 1. Smith, Byron, Stenhouse, Barry, Zilla, Elliott, Dillon, Blaney, and Bell round out the top 10. Alright, so everyone will pit at the end of the stage. So we're going to fuel up, get this next stage going, and meet you back at the green. Alright, all the 40 drivers that are still in this race have lined up for the restart on lap 6-7. Excuse me. No. And Tyler Eric's still out of this race, so we're going to go green. How will stage 2 play out? I'm not really sure. We're going to display the manufacturers this time. Do something different. As that will be a new feature next year's update. Whoa! Gibbs lighting the wall! Oh, but that doesn't do a lot of damage to his cars. Riley Herbst out of the lead. He restarted up in 15th. Someone on the wall hard. Alex Bowman up there. Shane Van Gisbergen. We're going to see some new players. Casey Mears. Cindric has slipped back. He's back in the mid-20s right now. As our new leader is Riley Herbst, who drives a Toyota. A couple of Chevys right behind him. And then Casey Mears is the leading Ford. So nice to see Mears in this race. But yeah, now that leads me to a point. Not all the drivers are going to be running at this race, obviously, because they did not qualify. Like Alfredo, Chandler Smith, LaJoy, and JJ Yelly did not qualify. Okay, this race is going to be more interesting now as stage 2's underway. Fuel. Well, Reddick's out, so we don't have to check his fuel. Stanl's fading, running the bottom all by himself. Not really wanting to be. Laps led to... Van Gisbergen up the second. Herbst right now in the lead. Field has completed 70 laps in this Daytona 500, or what I call a classic. I don't know, it feels classic to me, like the old school style of racing. Herbst, Van Gisbergen, Bowman. Bowman and Camo, you can barely see Bowman. Like, where's Bowman right now? He's probably going to be leading at some point. But I don't know. But this lead-up is going to constantly change throughout this stage, just for the beginning portion, until everything settles down and they end up single file. So let's go back to the field and go with Cindric, who won stage 1, as he and his teammates, Logano and Blaney, are in the back. Not what you want to see. So Team Penske struggling in the beginning portion of stage 2. Most of the Hendrick, all the Hendrick drivers inside the top dozen. So this is gonna be good for Hendrick Motorsports. And then both Colin drivers also inside the top dozen. As Van Gisbergen takes the lead, he leads a lap at Daytona Poggers. Eddie Poggers, and for Van Gisbergen fans out there, remember doing a reaction video a while ago in Pit Stop Hangout with a lot of people, but that was when Van Gisbergen took first checkered flag. Now, a few years later, we're here during this race, and Van Gisbergen's up front in Oval. Seen that happen a few times, but definitely right now leading laps. Ooh, almost got in the wall. That's Logano in the back now, 40th. Logano's been struggling all year. Hasn't really gotten the finishes he's wanted, especially at drafting tracks. Whoa! That was Jones who got shot up into the wall. Well, he really got loose, so he's gonna need some tires. So we're gonna get Jones in pit road. He just did pit, so that's gonna be a new fresh stick of tires right off the gate. Yeah, that's what we gotta keep an eye on. Turn 3. The inside lane is going to be the hard corner to get up there. We can see that some drivers try to take that. That's how Tyler Reddick wrecked earlier. Jones will make an unscheduled pit stop. We'll get a lucky caution like what happened to Ross Chastain, or is he just gonna be in the back all race for stage 2? But hopefully we get to see another caution. But right now, Jones in the bad spot, as Van Gisbergen still leads over Riley Herbst, but not anymore. I kind of spoke too soon, as Herbst takes back the lead, but Van Gisbergen from run. Contact up and against the wall. Van Gisbergen's not gonna be happy with that. Herbst at least eases down and gives him a position. Oh, bad news is Jones is all by himself. He might end up a lap down. If Van Gisbergen and Riley Herbst continue to move on, right now in the top 5. This is the top 5. Stenhouse is up still. Zane Smith, 18th. He was up there in stage 1, but now he's kind of in the middle of it. Elio is up there in stage 1, 6th right now. Byron up there, 10th. I haven't really seen Larson up there. Now Austin Hill's up there. He's 11th, and he's really good in the Riley series at these style of tracks. And I'll give my Byron for 10th. We can see Nemechek up there, Ty Dillon. Hopefully these drivers can get single file and create a huge run. Ooh, Byron got a little loose, probably from the dirty air of Austin Hill. If Jones can get some good lap times, he should be able to gain some spots. Well, no, I don't think it will happen, because he's going to have to pit again, because that's going to be bad. But right now, battle for second. Bowman looking to the inside of Riley Herbst, but Herbst got momentum. Bowman hopefully to try to take second. See, Mears and Stendhal starting to fall back. Might be losing a bit of a draft of Bowman and Herbst. Right now, Van Gisbergen's comfortably in the lead. Just over half a second. I think Elliott might have got in the wall a bit. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Toyota, Chevy. That's the top 10. Now this stage will end at lap 130. We're going to have to make another pit stop in this stage. And in the final stage, we're going to have another pit stop as well. Van Gisbergen is slowly catching up to Jones. That's going to be bad if Jones ends up one lap down. He will have to take the waiver out. No, the free pass position still is in play. If he does take the waiver out, well, if another driver goes a lap down, it has issues, but that's going to be a different story when we get there. All right, now let's go back into the back of the field. Of course, the Hosevard. Great looking car. I don't know why the yellow's there, but what do you expect? It's sponsorships. There's Cody Ware. Cody Ware. Had a wild start to this race already at lap 1, turn 1. Didn't get a lot. Okay. Hosevard easily gets by Blaney. That's for 26. Then we get Connor Zilge ahead. Jimmy Johnson up there. Cody Ware with a huge run. Yeah, the outside lane's definitely way to go at Daytona. Inside lane, you're going to have to start working hard. Yeah, inside lane's just definitely not the way. Well, we see some passes on the outside lane, but this was definitely not what Blaney wanted to see. Feeding back more spots. Right now, 30th. Go a little bit up. Corey Heim. See Todd Gillen up there. McDowell, really good at these style of tracks too, and road courses as well. Oh, Heim was in the inside lane. Terrible spot for Heim. Our jump scare, Lamau. And Gisbergen's got at least over a second lead. Wow, really hugging that yellow line. That's out of bounds if you go past below it. Oh, Van Gisbergen gets loose, gets in the wall. That's going to make him lose some time to Riley Herbst. Now Herbst gained half a second right there. Oh, Cedric, stage one back to last. Well, on the of the pack. Obviously, just single file drafting racing right now. Back to the old school days, eh? Single file. Wow, Herbst really gained there. Down to 3/10. So pretty much calm here, not much action. I guess we get slightly pulled away from Miley Herbst. Herbst gained half a second. As we're expected to have some more pit stops coming up. See Jones here. There's the two leaders. They're really neck and neck right now. Jones is just 30 seconds back. Takes at least like 34 seconds to get out a lap. Herbst's huge run on the outside lane. Can he clear? Right in the draft. Using the draft. Putting the bump to him. Nope. Outside lane. Back in the draft. Trying to take the lead from Van Gisbergen. Oh, huge run for Herbst on the outside lane. He'll take it. Then Gisbergen slots back in behind Herbst. Oh, but Van Gisbergen has to run. Now they're side by side again. Herbst prevails. Well, now he starts to point away. He gets a little loose. Trying to break the draft of Van Gisbergen. Herbst is really getting loose in the turns. .200 gained from Van Gisbergen. Now Van Gisbergen's losing more time. Third, who's third right now? That's Stenhouse. So you see Mears, Bowman, and yeah, that's it. Now these two are battling for third. They are far back from the leader. They need to start getting up there. Hopefully for one of these two to make a mistake. I guess we can do a gain there. About to reach halfway through this race already. And it has almost been an hour of recording. Man, Gisborne's slowly losing time through Riley Herbst. I think the grip might be going away from Van Gisbergen. I was running back in this pack right now. We got a lot of Joe Gibbs drivers back here. Herbst now pulls away to a second lead. Midfield. Angel Almenair. We're definitely going to see these two pit pretty shortly. As Vegas is still getting loose. He really needs to pit. Back to a second. There's this Gator Jones. Herbst is going to be the first to pit. Next lap. Herbst in. Van Gisbergen stays out to lead another lap. Herbst is close enough to the back of this field. That could be bad when it comes to the draft. Try to get back, try to get by a driver. Alright, McLeod's gonna end up one lap down right now to Bowman, who will pit. So, Van Gisbergen can really gain some time here because Chase Briscoe is holding off Herbst's line. That's really gonna hurt him. Everyone else pitting. Ryan Blaney stays up for another lap. Blaney pitted. Van Gisbergen's losing some time. Where's Jones right now? He is right now 15th, but I think that's still going to go up since Blaney's pitted. He'll have to pit again. He's 16th. Herbst pulling away from Van Gisbergen. This is the back of the field right here. So back to a second. Man, Gisbergen's trying to gain on Riley Herbst right now. Also, sorry for the lack of talking. I'm just watching closely. I don't know I'll be watching anymore. 1.2 seconds, so losing time. Another free back to facing Mears. Jones got by 2 drivers. That's 2 positions right now, 14th. Van Gisbergen slowly climbing. It's going to take a while. Down to 0.7 seconds, 7 tenths. So he's gaining. Herbst is losing time, actually. Herbst gained half a second there. This is way further back. Trying to go in the stage. Van Gisbergen within a second as Jones. He most likely might go a lap down. Oh, it's gonna be really close. Oh, Jones barely on the lead lap. Now he's a lap down. That could be huge because Van Gisbergen's gaining on Herbst and he's got another car to get by. Oh, that slowed up Jones. I mean, Herbst. Jones' lap car slowing down Herbst. That's huge. He wants to stay on the lead lap. That's going to hurt Herbst. That'll be good for Van Gisbergen. Jones trying to stay on the lead lap. This is going to hurt the 35 a lot. The 3 seconds back from the leader. Now it's down to 4 tenths. Van Gisbergen's gaining, all because Eric Jones is slowing down Herbst. Herbst gained a 10th there. There's still only 4 laps to go to the stage. It could still happen, but Herbst is starting to pull away. Jones trying to stay on the lead lap. Herb's point away. He might likely will win this stage. Only 3 to go in the stage. Oh, you're the 97 getting closer. He's there. He's gaining. 2 to go in the stage. Down to 3/10. Herbst has led the most laps. This race. Final lap at stage 2. It's going to be close for them. Oh, I'm not sure. Out of turn 4. Not close enough. Herbst, stage 2 winner. That was a tense comeback for Shane Vegas. Didn't have enough time. And 10th, Newcheck. So Jones manages to stay in the lead lap. A little bit more fuel, so we might see a different strategy according to Jones. But we'll line them up and get ready for the restart. Looks like we're ready for stage 3 as Jones decides to stay out. That's going to be an interesting call for Eric Jones. Stage 3, final stage, go. Who will make the right call at the end of this race? I do not know. Herb's back out front. Anyway, pulling away. We got a lot of lag. Ooh, that's a lot of lag. Oh, too close to call for a caution. We'll see how fate's sorted out. They are still lagging. Oh, yeah, that's a big lag. See, yeah, that's a lot of separate. Yeah, that's a lag. That's a big lag. I'm calling it a caution right there. That's just way too much lag, as already we've seen a lot of drivers pulling away from the field. Yeah, that's just unacceptable. Way too much. Could have called it on the other stages, but nah. Usually in the first couple laps is fine. Find a good call, but right now it's just terrible. And Chastain in the back for doing this, and so is Denny Hamlin. All right, and Styles ends up in the back. All right, green flag, go. Let's try that again, shall we? Hit the green flag button while we're at it, just in case. Wow, what an angle. Still lagging, hitting that green flag button. Got some new players up front. Yelland's up there. Oh, they are still lagging. We're going to have to constantly hit that green flag button. I don't want to have to spam it. Alright, still within each other. Okay, yeah, they are within each other. They're not lagging a lot. Now we're gonna have to remember, I know it's rigged, but sometimes things just happen like this, and ROBLOX is the one that's always doing this. So if you're gonna have to call lag, you think it's gonna be a me thing, but no, this is ROBLOX, and we're trying to do the best to keep drivers have a fair race. Right now, this is kind of unfair to have that lag and it's splitting up the pack. Right now, there's still single file, so right now we're good to go. It's rigged in some ways, and it's unfair in other occasions. Usually, if there's like, hit the green flag button, and you'll be good to go. It's, oh my God, Zane Smith already pulling away. Is that Keselowski in second? Wow. Gibson makes this back in the back. Only one still out from that is still Tyler Reddick. What? How is Tyler Reddick still the only one out of this race after hitting the catch fence? I don't even know anymore. Ooh, Briscoe finally up in there. We'll see Logano up there as well. A lot of new players up in front in this final stage. So it's Jones after all this. Wow, not what he expected at all. Ever stayed out that last caution? That's just bad news. A lot of Fords up in the front. I see 5 Fords in the top 10. It's Keselowski, Shane Gisbergen up there. Briscoe is up there too, so this is going to be huge for Briscoe. Oh, it's almost getting a little dicey back there. Who was that all the way at the bottom of the track? Was that Noah Gragson? Wow, he managed to save it. That was really close for Noah Gragson. Wish he had a good angle of that, but we weren't watching that as Keselowski takes the lead now. Keselowski has not been up front all race. He's been in the back with Ryan Preece a lot. Now he's trying to take the lead. Zane Smith had to run the outside lane. So is that all the way in the apron? Hell's Jones. Jones is really struggling. Remember he stayed out. Remember those tires? Those tires are not new. Everyone else has 9 laps fresher. So Jones definitely in a beneficial spot right now as he has more worn out tires than anyone else in the field. So he's in the back of this pack. Keselowski leads. Blaney, 4th. You see Austin Hill inside the top 5. Could Austin Hill be a spoiler? Do it for Rowdy. As we will miss Kyle Busch. Also, I'm flying. I just fell. Van Gisbergen, 2nd right now. There will be one more pit stop around lap 175. And there'll be the rest of the race on. No more green flag pit stops. So you want to be up front right now if you want to be leading when the checkered flag drops. And we can still see some cautions. We had what happened to Reddick earlier. But the lag caution usually occurs at the start of and the restart. So lag cautions don't really play a factor during the like after at least probably like 3 laps. The lag cautions don't really occur. Reddick hit the catch fence. So that's still a possibility one might not expect it. Stenhouse drops back to 18th. And he's still losing spots. Just lost another spot to Logano. That's 20th back to Stenhouse. Now he gets the spot back from Logano. Gained another spot from stage 1 winner Sinjik. And then Jimmy Johnson trying. McLeod inside the top 20. Huge. Gillen's fading back to 11th. Outside the top 10. Now if there's different lane changes at Daytona, it is less likely for them to wreck. We're going to try to make some sim tracks less wrecky, but some we just can't control. We know Charlotte is a wrecky place. Nashville is as well. Martinsville, probably likely. Las Vegas definitely is wreck fest. Talladega for sure. Can't forget about Talladega. That place is also filled with wrecks. Gillen back inside the top 10, gained by Larson. Are we going to see another car in the catch fence today? I don't know. It's 2 o'clock right now. Well, my time, by the time of this recording, and we're only 147 laps completed. And it's almost an hour and a half of this recording. So we're about to reach 3/4 of the race. So this will probably just be a less than 2 hour video. Again, that and some editing out I gotta do. McDowell inside the top 5. Trying to get by Briscoe. Whoa, McDowell really near that yellow line. That's how Reddick wrecked into the catch fence earlier. That yellow line is dangerous. You do not want to end up back there. And that's how it happened to Jones earlier. Got loose up the track into the wall. Cannot afford mistakes like that to affect your race. Especially when Keselowski is leading, Zane Smith has faded to a 1.3 second gap. And we're only like 20 laps in this stage, so this is going to be hurting Zane Smith a lot. Good for Keselowski. This is the back of the field. Harrison Jones not having what they wanted in stage 3 right now. Blame that caution that occurred for lag and ROBLOX, you know. You really can't decide on who to blame. Because it's going to be this or that, basically, on who you want to hate the most. And a lot of people are going to blame the player. They don't really blame the game a lot. That's what happens a lot during some games, like decision making. By the way, if I haven't said this in a while, If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. You can always subscribe to the channel at any time. You can always unsubscribe if you want to. And that's fine with me, because not a lot of people watch my content anyway. It's starting to get to the time where I might end up stopping again. Like, there's literally nothing else for me to try to make content for. But I just make content for fun. It is not for the viewers. It's not for more subscribers. It is just for fun. And I like it that way. It makes me happy, and I'm okay with it. Briscoe really battling McDowell for that 4th position. McDowell is going to lose another spot to Ryan Blaney. However, these drivers are 3 seconds behind the top 2. So they're probably going to need to start figuring out where they want to be, and hopefully gain on. Hopefully those top 2 get a bad pit stop or something happens to them. But right now, Van Gisbergen in a pretty good spot, as he is right now all by himself in 3rd. You really want to be by yourself to pull away from the field. But if you are side by side, like McDowell and Briscoe was, you're going to be in a very hard position. As I just saw Alex Bowman hit the wall. He's 7th. So Hendrick Motorsports still doing pretty well. We have their cars in the top 10 as Byron faded back all the way to 32nd. But still, Hendrick's having a great night. Spire also not doing a great, well, not night, I should say afternoon. Spire doing a great job. All 3 of the cars inside the top 14. Lifton leads McDowell in 5th, Suarez in 10th, and Hosmar in 14th. Penske, kind of a mixture. All the cars inside the top 20. We haven't talked about 2311 a lot. Bubba Wallace, we talked about her. He won stage 2. Corey Hamilton, and then, well, yeah, Reddick out of race, so that's going to be something else to talk about. A subject changer, if I want to say so myself. Ty Dillon, Ty Gibbs, the battle of the ties, of course. That's just outside the top 20. As we're starting to see a little bit of a gain for Zane Smith. Will this be I know I talk about this sometimes during testing, but long run speed. You want to have the long run speed in your car. The long runs are what's going to be important for winning these races. Right now, Zane Smith's got that long run speed. We saw it happen for Riley Herbst earlier. And then Austin Cindric as well. That's how they end up winning the stages. You have to have the long run speed. Normally, sim racing's different, but in sim racing, it does play a huge role in this. And right now, Zane Smith has the long run speed, but Keselowski's trying to counterfeit that. Hopefully, blocking Zane Smith's line, putting the dirty air in him. As they are doing that, they have a 4-second gap from Van Gisbergen, who's being caught by Ryan Blaney. So, at this point, would you consider wanting a caution if you're Van Gisbergen? Or you want to try to outrun them? Especially when we are next pit stop, coming up in about 10 to 12 laps. I don't know, it's going to be something to think about. And we're going to be talking about this in other races too. You want to have the speed for the longer runs. Like, we see this a lot at Richmond. Probably Texas as well. Echo Park Speedway. Drivers can come from the back. Like, let's say 30th, like Connor Zillage. And then shotgun right up to the top 10. Who knows? That can happen right now. Zane Smith. Right there outside momentum. Zane Smith. Oh, get clear. Clears. But will Keselowski have a run? Oh, block. There was almost contact between those two as Zane Smith take the lead. Wow. Intense race for the lead. Yole coming into play. Also, Jones is going to have to pit pretty shortly. Remember, you stayed out. Oh, Keselowski takes back the lead. Oh, 0 right in the dot. Yeah, that's how intense Daytona can be sometimes. Especially when this race is acting like an old school 90s race. Probably 80s right now. Zane Smith not giving up. Oh! Gonna need a huge run. It is neck and neck for the lead. If they continue to battle, this could be huge for Van Gisbergen, who's already gained 3/10. As the leaders are starting to slow down because of them racing side by side. Keselowski blocks the run from Zane Smith. This is really getting intense up front. Oh, the side by side. Smith on the outside lane. Keselowski leads that lap. Oh, contact. Almost up against the wall. Zane Smith with the run again. Hugging the wall. Huge run. Takes back the top spot. This could be the race for the win right here. That could be the race-winning move. As Zane Smith now pulling away as Keselowski has lost the momentum. He lost it in turn 2. Now Smith controlling this race again. Keselowski trying to regain some momentum back. Hopefully to get back up to Zane Smith. As we're inside our pit window. Jones will pit this time by. When he gets around the track, he's going to pit. And probably go a lap down. But until everyone else pits, Jones is the first to pit. And Keselowski still within Zane Smith. Trying to get another big run. That's a 10th. That is not a 10th. That's like 3/10. I don't know why this game is on steroids today, but it is wild. Oh, little momentum loss on the exit. Keselowski takes back the lead. As Jones pits. Oh, momentum loss for Keselowski at the entries of 3. Now we're getting dicey here. Alright, Jones pitting. He's going to go a lap down. Wow, Keselowski, huge run there. Might have to hit that green flag button to interact with that. So Jones a lap down. Oh, whoa. Almost wrecked his car there. Right now he's in the middle of ahead of Briscoe. So that's going to hurt Briscoe's line. But meanwhile, back up front, it is still an intense battle for the lead as Keselowski back up front from Zane Smith. Keselowski pulling away a bit. Oh, we got a wreck! Caution! Cindric has crashed in the back stretch. That is going to change everything. Oh. Wow, I did not even expect that to happen. Also, Eric Jones is his lap back. But now, this is going to change everything. Oh. Wow, so everyone will be able to pit. Jones will stay out. So this could be huge. But he'll be at the back of the field since he got the free pass. So this is going to be big for Jones because he'll be on the same fuel strategy as everyone else. So everyone will be pitting this time. So we're going to cycle this through. Everyone's going to get their fuel. And we're going to line them up again. That's I consider that lucky for Eric Jones. Cindric, bad news. 1 lap down. All right, we'll line them up. Oh yeah, we'll also put these two in the back. So let me freeze them first, and then yeah, this will be left unedited. Alright, so everyone else is gonna go by. Blaney got a monster pit stop right there. Alright, everyone gone by, so freeze the field. We'll check if anyone wrecked at a pit road. No one wrecked. So Cindric's still in it because he wrecked at the backstretch. If you wrecked in the grass, you'd be in the garage. But right now, he is one lap down, so that's still at least a good sign. So let's get this race back green, shall we? Green flag. Ooh, little lag from there. But we'll keep in mind this field as it's still lagging. Who's down the bottom? That's Logano. He's not in a good spot. Van Gisbergen back up front. Oh, more lag. We got 2 packs right now. I still think this is considerable. No caution, they're saying. No caution right now. Still no caution. We'll see if the backpack could get at least some run right now. Usually if they're bunched up, they start to fall back. But right now, it's not really affecting much because we still got at least 2 major packs already. It might have been a stack up, but damn, that's huge. All right, new leaders up in front at Daytona. All right, we'll see how this plays. As we got new leader, Ryan Blaney. And the Van Gisbergen, Corey Heim in the picture. All right, we're seeing Corey Heim, Ty Gibbs up there, so Jimmy Johnson. We're seeing a lot of new players up in front. What has happened to Ryan Blaney? He has lost a lap. That is a ROBLOX issue. We're going to fix that, so Blaney will get his lap back. This is also being left unedited, by the way. Just this certain part. All right, we'll put Blaney right here because he's probably going to go a little down the track. All right, back green. Yep, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty accurate. So Blaney still holds on the lead after just a random lag occurrence. I gotta remember, because sometimes they might lag pass by the triggers and they'll eventually end up 1 lap down. That will sometimes happen, and it's oftenly going to have to be fixed. So Blaney right now is the leader. Second is Van Gisbergen. Briscoe in third, Corey Heim in fourth, Ty Gibbs in fifth. We got a lot of Toyotas up in the top 5. Van Gisbergen's teammate Connor Zillage is up there as well. We got Jimmy Johnson's another Toyota. Van Gisbergen slipped me back. He's falling back to the 4th. He's about to lose 4th to Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, wow. Inside the top 5. Could this be a turnaround for Jimmy Johnson? It's just a tough race for Austin Cindric. Stage 1 winner, by the way. Still pretty good. But that wreck cost him a lap, so he's going to need another yellow. Oh! As we just get another yellow, another caution comes out for Noah Gragson getting to the catch fence. Noah Gragson just got into the catch fence. As soon as I mentioned caution, we get another caution as Chase Briscoe just took the lead. Wow. It's changing everything. A DNF for Noah Gragson into the catch fence. Get out of here. You're done. And that's good for Austin Cindric because he gets his lap back. Well, we'll line them back up. Get ready for an intense 25 laps. Cindric's back. We're going green immediately. Austin Dillon did not get a very great restart there. Going to start fading behind. Chase Briscoe leading. For how long will we hold off the lead for as everyone's going to start charging by? There we go. Corey Heim race lead. Corey, I've got Ross Chastain up there as well. We're going to keep hitting that green flag button a lot because of all this lag that's occurring. Hopefully no one ends up a lap down after this. Heim, Blaney, Ross Chastain, Briscoe, Cole Custer, the top 5. Alright, I'll try to settle in. Where's Blaney after that? Oh, he's right there. He's third. Van Gisbergen has dropped outside the top 20. But right now we got Corey Heim in the lead at the Daytona 500. Can you believe it? Corey Heim. Out of everyone, it's Corey Heim. Heim time might be back. It is going to get more intense as the laps wind down. We are now at 24 laps to go. And Corey Heim has already pulled away to at least an 8/10 second lead. Chase Briscoe, right now, in second. They're both Toyotas right now in top 2. Chastain is a Chevy. He's kind of the lone one, wolf in this. Heck. And look at Jones. Look at that recovery for Eric Jones. An unscheduled pit stop, not back inside the top 10. This is a great recovery for Eric Jones. Now, can Corey Heim hold off his Toyota teammate Chase Briscoe? We got Bell inside the top 5 as well. Ooh, Chastain got bumped from Bell. Locking Bell. We got Custer up there as well, top 5, passing Blaney for 5th. It's going to get intense as Chase Briscoe slowly gaining the Corey Heim, and we got another wreck. He's over the catch fence. What? Logano is in the... What? Logano, what in the world has happened to you? He went over the catch fence. Wow. Can you believe that? I have never seen that happen at a track that is this intense. Logano over the catch fence. Wow, okay. Well, we got another caution. And fortunately for Logano, next race we're doing, he won't be participating because he went over the catch fence. And usually, for my old sim racing rules, if you're over the catch fence or underneath the track, well, not really underneath the track, you're going to be replaced by another driver. So Logano is not going to run wherever we go next for our fun race. That's unfortunate. We'll see him again the race after that, but right now, Logano, you're going to have to sit out for a week. So we got them lined up. We just got to get Logano out of here. So this will be a quick jump cut. Our jump cut has concluded. We go back green with 21 laps to go. This race has never been this intense at the final stage. Corey Heim solos off the lead from Chase Briscoe, but not for long as Briscoe got a big run as Heim moves up in the middle of the track. Briscoe leads again. Now he's going to have to block Chastain. And we got McLeod in the top 10. BJ McLeod in the top 10. Shout out to that. But now, it is going to get more intense as we are now 20 laps to go. As Corey Heim has faded back to 10th. 3 drivers out of the race, and we got 2 DNFs to stage within 5 laps. This is just insane what we're seeing here. Logano over the fence. That is just the most insane thing I've ever seen at a sim racing track in 2026. But at Daytona is not common for that to happen because physics system was old back then. This is the new system. We're going to have to consider this new stuff right now as Blaney moves up to 2nd. McLeod in 3rd. Chastain in 4th. dominating inside the top 5. Honoring Biffle. Now we're going to get more cautions, or we're just going to go into this race green. Oh, who's that that hit the catch fence? Someone just hit the catch fence there. I didn't get to see it, so whoever it does, it was lucky. It looked like a black car. So it might have been Van Gisbergen. Hold on, let's see the leaderboard. Who's dropping? Kind of hard to tell, so we stay green. But whoever hit the catch fence back there, you are lucky, because I didn't know who it was. It was either Van Gisbergen or Ty Gibbs, but hopefully we might get to see it again. Well, these cars are kind of similar, because there are a lot of dark blues and black cars, so it's going to be hard to tell who's who. A little jump cut there, sorry to interrupt. My little brother Aiden was asking for some Cheez-Its, so I asked him to go upstairs and get him some. But anyways, we're back. I was gonna mention this before I forget. Whoever was in the catchphrase, please let me know in the comments down below. If you are that one lucky person who guesses that driver correct, you're getting your comment pinned, because sometimes I have terrible eyesight. But now we gotta go to the back of this field, because it is all chaos back here. Like I said, we're down to the last 20 laps. It's going to be chaos from here. Is McLeod going for second? Oh, this is huge, McLeod. Are we going to get McLeod victory? Oh, McLeod better win. McLeod better win. I'm a big McLeod fan. He's not my favorite driver, but I'm a fan of McLeod. Badly with Chase Briscoe. Meanwhile, that happening, Blaney is pulled away. McLeod up to second. This is huge. McLeod up to second. Meanwhile, further back, Corey Heim. Just back here. McLeod, however, is a second and a half behind Blaney. So hopefully McLeod and Briscoe can work together to get up there. Or we might get another caution. We had a lot of cautions in this stage race, so it is probably likely to have another caution. The way these drivers are getting flooded into the catch fence is just unremarkable. Battle for 12th. Elliott, Gillen and Priest battling at it. Priest prevails. Briscoe taking back second for BJ McLeod. Herbst has led the most laps, and he'll hold that on, as no one else can get that up to him. Oh, I unexpected. 11 laps to go. Ooh, Van Gisbergen dives down below. Trying to get by Austin Dillon. That's back in 32nd. So these drivers are really struggling. They were up in front earlier, now they're in the back. Who knows, we might get another catch fence crash here. Ten laps to go. Ryan Blaney has at least 0.7 of a second ahead of Chase Briscoe as Daniel Suarez starts falling down the leaderboard. Probably wrecked there, but nah. Usually if they fall down, I'm assuming it's going to be a wreck, but I better keep an eye on it just in case, you know. Just in case. Oh, wait. Hold on. Briscoe and McLeod are actually gaining on Blaney. This is huge. Blaney might be losing grip. The speed going down. We might have a freeway battle for the win. Unless we get another caution, we might have at least a freeway battle for the win. If we do get a caution, we're going to have a very intense battle for the win. Because everyone's going to be bunched up together. There's going to be a lot of lag. There's going to be a lot of passing. And look at Briscoe's big run. right to the back bumper. Can't clear, trying to draft with Blaney. Briscoe to the outside. With a run to side by side. Oh, he had to back off. Smart move by Briscoe to back off to allow Blaney to get back in line. That will cost him some time though, but he is still in the hunt for the win. McLeod is still in there too. What will he do if these two get it very intense side by side? Let's get back in the field. Oh, Larson out of shape. He manages to save it. Well, Larson keep it on course. He will. That was almost a wreck that almost happened. Larson manages to keep going. We stay green. Briscoe to the back bumper gives Blaney a push. Blocking McLeod on the outside. See what they're doing. These drivers are doing. I saw Larson getting loose, so I don't know. This race is very intense. McLeod up to second now. 6 to go. Custer, Chastain, hopefully these top three to actually get a big moment. And maybe those two might have a spoiler up on them. McLeod, oh, bumps Blaney. McLeod trying to get to the lead. Will he have a run? No, he blocks. These top three are neck and neck as Custer starting to get into the picture. McLeod with a run to the inside. Very intense, puts another bumper. 5 to go as McLeod slips back to third. Got side draft by Chase Briscoe. And it's really intense. Blaney lost momentum. That's going to allow Briscoe to take the lead. McLeod trying to do the same as they're bumping and bumping. This is going to help Briscoe. Blaney loses 2 spots and McLeod loses another. Briscoe to the lead with a big gap. Can he hang it there? How's everyone else doing? I don't know. That's something we have to keep an eye out. 4 to go, and Briscoe's got at least a 6/10 of a second lead. Wow, what racing we got here? It's very intense as now Custer and Chastain enter the picture. So it's now a 5-car battle for the race win. If something would have happened to Briscoe right now. Briscoe's been in the back most of this race. Time to shine for Briscoe up in front. Now we got 3 laps to go across the line. We see Denny Hamlin in 6. What a recovery for Hamlin. He's been in the back most of the race. But now if we get a caution, we're going to have a 2-lap shootout. That's the top. That's the lead. As Blaney's actually gaining. Nothing bad happens to these drivers. Coming in line, 2 to go. Briscoe, Blaney, neck and neck. This is for the race win. McLeod in third is a second behind. Briscoe got a good 1 and 2 there. Blaney fell back. Blaney a bad spot. No crash. All right. Oh, well, at the white flag. Final lap at Daytona. It is neck and neck for Chase Briscoe. Ryan Blaney, BJ McLeod. But right now, Briscoe pulling away with the lead. This might be over as McLeod has now gotten by Blaney. But Blaney has the run on the outside lane. But that's only for second. As they're coming out to the triangle. Chase Briscoe outmasters Daytona. What a finish. As I see everyone else crossing the line, Cindric helps the stage winners. It's at the top 20. And that's everyone else. And wow. Holy schmoly. This race is definitely going to be one to remember. Especially Logano somehow getting over to the RV stands over here. I did not expect Logano to end up there. But our winner is none other than the 19 of Chase Briscoe. Celebrating in pit road. Let's get the confetti out for you. Oh, I am not sitting down. More confetti. More confetti. Get all that confetti out here. As Chase Briscoe. Technically the car should be down here. Yeah, that looks better. Congrats to our winner, Chase Briscoe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Whenever I am here, I'll always be there. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a model to do it, but oh well, bye-bye anyway.